Hi Ruronis, this is your pal Ruroni K95 here. So today I decided to do a new anime review. Today's anime review, I'm going to be reviewing Fullmetal Alchemist the movie, Conqueror of Shamballa, because it's a 2005 Japanese anime film directed by Mizushima and written by Shoikawa, who is known for the work such as Kamen Rider Blade, Kamen Rider Decade, as well as one of the Super Sentai series. He did stuff like Angel Cop, Genocyber, Corpse Princess, Ghost Slayers Ayashi, and Violence Jack Evil Town. And he also did. He was also the co-writer for Urusuki Doji. So anyway, let's start into. So we all know that it's based on the manga. Fullmetal Alchemist is based on the manga by Arakawa, if you want to pronounce it, if I'm correcting it wrong. So let's start with the anime review. After Edward Elric recovers his arm and his brother Alphonse's body, Edward is dragged from his homeworld through the gate of alchemy, the source of alchemical energy, to a parallel world of Earth in 1923. The world is fundamentally governed by the laws of modern science instead of alchemy. When Edward arrives there, he discovers that he has been stripped of his alchemical powers and his newly restored arm and leg. 2 years later in Munich, Germany, Edward researches rocketry with his friend Alphonse Heiderich, correcting if I'm pronouncing it wrong. A young man who resembles Alphonse. In the hopes of returning to his world, Edward rescues a persecuted Romani woman named Noah from being sold. Noah is taken in by Edward to live with him and Alphonse and begins having visions concerning Edward's life in his world. The next day, Edward meets Fritz Lang, a Jewish film director resembling King Bradley, who persuades Edward into helping him hunt down a dragon he has been seeking for inspiration for his next film. The dragon, which turns out to be Homunculus Envy, attacks Edward, but is then weakened and captured by members of the Thule Society. The Thule Society, led by Karl Hassofer and Dielende Eckhart, use Envy and Edward's kidnapped father, Hohenheim, as a catalyst to open a portal to Edward's world, believing it by the utopia Shamballa. After learning about it from Hohenheim, a number of armored soldiers are sent through the portal, only to emerge on the other side in the city of Lior as mutated zombie-like creatures. Alphonse, who is visiting Liore, fights off the armored soldiers and merges up parts of his soul to their 3 suits to aid him in combat. Meanwhile, Edward breaks into the Thule Society headquarters and accidentally reopens the portal, returning the dead armored soldiers to Earth and allowing Alphonse's armored form to briefly reunite with his brother before his soul returns to his body, increasing Edward's determination to return to his homeworld. Alphonse is guided by Homunculus' wrath to the underground city beneath Amaritus, central city, to reopen the gate of alchemy. They were attacked by the Homunculus Gluttony, who fights and mortally wounds Wrath. At Wrath's insistence, Alphonse transmutes and sacrifices the 2 homunculi to use as material to open the gate. Meanwhile, in Munich, Germany, the Thule Society persuades Noah into guiding them on how to correctly open the gate based on what she had learned from reading Edward's mind. Edward learns from Lang that the Thule Society plans to use weapons from his world to help Adolf Hitler in his attempt to start a revolution, and heads to stop them. Hohenheim and envy are both transmuted at the same time. That Alphonse transmutes gluttony and wrath. When the gate opened, Eckhart leads a fleet into the other world, where she gains the ability to use alchemy. However, she begins to go mad with power and fear of her new surroundings and launches an attack on Central City. Alphonse launches Edwards in a rocket plane to return him to his homeworld after being gunned down. Edward appears in his world, reunited with Alphonse and their friend Winery Rockbell, who fits Edward with the new automail limbs. The amateurish Circus military manages to stop most of Eckhart's soldiers with the help of Roy Mustang. Edward battles Eckhart before Alphonse transmutes parts of his soul to a group of armors, which attack her and force her to retreat. Upon reappearing in her own world, Eckhart is covered with the shadow creatures from the gate and killed by an officer out of alarm of her new monstrous appearance. Understanding the danger posed as by the connection between the two worlds, Edward returns to Earth to seal the gate on the other side, knowing he will be trapped there forever. Instead of sealing the gate on the other world's side as per Edward's request, however, Alphonse has Mustang seal the gate and follows Edward to remain with his brother. Following Alphonse's funeral, when the Elric brothers leave Munich with Noah intending to close the gate and destroy the weapons meant to be used in Hitler's attack. So that's how I did an anime review on Fullmetal Alchemist, the Conqueror of Shamballa. This is my first anime movie review on Fullmetal Alchemist, even though I have looked back on my previous anime review on Fullmetal Alchemist anime series. Pretty soon in my nearest future, I will be planning on doing a review on Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood at some point. That's why. So, the production of the film began shortly after the television series finishing its original broadcasting on Japanese channels, although pre-production started during the show's run in March 2004. The film's production was led by director Seiji Mizushima, who also had directed the series as well. Seiji Mizushima did anime such as Shaman King, Mobile Suit Gundam 00, Ungo, and Natsurio Kiseki, as well as other works such as Generator Gawl, Die Guard, Beatless, as well as OVAs such as Zion, I Wish You Were Here. And he also directed the most celebrated anime work at the time from 1994, which is the anime where he directed episodes 9 to 12, was the 1995 anime series Neon Genesis Evangelion, which is probably one of his famous work, I suppose. So, anyway, Mizushima allows a camera crew and interviewers into the show's conference room at the Bones Studios, where he described how production went as seen in the special feature on the DVD release of the film. The conference room was filled with every cut and drawing created for the show and movie, but it was eventually cleared out to make a room for other projects. The original draft of the film's script was written by Shoikawa, which Shoikawa did and his work such as 80 Police Files, Angel Cop, Genesis Cyber, Violence Jack, Evil Town, and he's also the co-writer on Urusuki Doji. We'll get to that review on Urusuki Doji at some time. But anywho, at 100 pages long, making the film over 3 hours long, Mizushima and others had to cut a third of the film's script scenes in order to make the film an appropriate length. Some scenes and characters were removed from the final cut, including the character named Steiner, who could see Aurora's having a similar role to Noah's. A scene which was cut involved characters like Roy Mustang and Winery Rockbell meeting in front of the late Maes Hughes' grave. By October 2004, the script was completed and the pre-check storyboards were produced. The pre-check storyboards showed the movements of objects and the characters in each shot, along with the characters' lines. Production on the proper storyboards began in November of the same year, but the schedule in producing the film was immensely busy, so the directors of this film split the storyboards into 6 sections, one for each of the directors to create. That's how they wanted to create an anime movie, which is after finishing the production on every anime series, have they create, is how it works. When it comes to writers and directors who did the Fullmetal Alchemist anime TV series on creating Fullmetal Alchemist, the movie, The Conqueror of Shamballa, and that's the biggest thing of how they made it, is how it goes. So that's going to be it for my anime review on Fullmetal Alchemist the Conqueror of Shamballa. You guys, thanks for watching, but before we go, here is my quick thoughts about Fullmetal Alchemist the Conqueror of Shamballa. This is the first time I did get to do an anime review on Fullmetal Alchemist the Conqueror of Shamballa, because I looked back on my previous anime review on the Fullmetal Alchemist anime TV series, but pretty soon I will be doing an anime review on Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood at some point. Hope to subscribe for content. My anime plan link in the description down below. You should this video on your Twitter and Facebook, as well any other social media page if you want. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up. Please leave in the comments what are your thoughts on Fullmetal Alchemist the Conqueror of Shamballa. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel, which is RurouniK95. Feel free to join my channel. Click my notifications bell button as well. Don't miss out on any of my previous videos. Like, subscribe, favorite, comment, share in social media pages on Facebook, Twitter, etc. And everything else is all I can have to say. And that's all I have mentioned by far. So keep it otaku for this anime review on Fullmetal Alchemist the Conqueror of Shamballa. That's how I have to say. So this is RurouniK95 saying thank you for watching my anime review. I'm glad you liked it. I hope you enjoy it. Hope to see you soon and have a great day. This is RurouniK95 signing off, and thank you for watching my anime review.